We are now ready for our processional. The Chief Marshal of Coppin State University, Dr. Jacqueline Roden Trader.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inauguration ceremony of Anthony L. Jenkins, 8th President of Coppin State University.
The distinguished delegates from the higher educational institutions. Members of Coppin State University, outstanding faculty from the 4 institutions of the college: College of Arts and Science and Education, College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, College of Business, College of Health Professions. Ladies and gentlemen, the platform party. Please rise for Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present Dr. Leonte L. Lewis, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs of Coppin State University.
Thank you, Dr. Rodentrader. I welcome you to the inauguration of Anthony L. Jenkins as the 8th president of Coppin State University. This is a great day for the university. I thank you for joining us at this auspicious occasion and for sharing with us our hopes, our pride, and our joy. Please remain standing and join in our tradition of the presentation of the colors, followed by the singing of the national anthem, and lift every voice and sing, sung by Dwayne Moody. Invocation will be offered by Dr. Ronald C. Williams right after.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the glistening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Let us bow our heads in a word of prayer. Gracious and almighty God, we come this morning with grateful hearts, grateful for life and presence, grateful for the privilege of witnessing the unfolding of your divine will, that on this day, on the hallowed grounds of Coppin State University, we stand victorious as a people who have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We thank you that we are among the living in a time when we have experienced so much loss. We're grateful that on this day of ratification and celebration, the legacy of Fannie Jackson Coppin, an educator, entrepreneur, a mission-driven woman of faith, is still alive and lifting humanity. And we're grateful that in the evolution of time, you've raised up Anthony L. Jenkins, the 8th president of Coppin State University. Thank you for preparing and bringing him to this place at this time for your purpose. Now we ask that you will fill up this space with your presence. We ask that you will cover our president, but not just our president, cover his family. Let the blessing cup overflow in his household. In moments of weariness, give him strength. When uncertainty rises, give him a steady hand. When unseen challenges come, touch his mind with supernatural wisdom. Give us a spirit of followership. Build an inseparable bond between president and people. Let him know that we have his back. The transformation has already begun. Let it stretch into eternity. Let the Eagle Nation stand up like never before. This is our time. He is anointed for the task. And when it's all said and done, as we marvel at the outcomes and the scholars that will emerge from this place, may we carry the symbolism of this day as a reminder that you are a power that defies understanding. Now, regardless of our faith traditions or whether we have a faith tradition at all, we show solidarity and agreement by saying all together, amen.
You may be seated. Let's thank the Army ROTC cadets, Mr. Moody and Dr. Williams, for their contribution to this great day. We are honored to have delegates from other colleges and universities to share this occasion with us. The list of delegates are on page 6 of your program. Let's recognize our delegates. Thank you for being here. And we greet the members of the Coppin State University faculty, also seated in the middle. Let's greet our faculty. Coppin State University is proud of its many relationships with the state of Maryland and the city of Baltimore. We take our responsibilities as an urban university seriously. Thus, as a part of this celebration, we are privileged to hear a variety of reflections from the community leaders who are believers in Coppin State. And so we will have greetings first from U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen, Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford, Secretary for Maryland Higher Education Commission, Dr. James D. Fielder, Jr., Senator Antonia Hayes, Delegate Marlon Ampry, Deputy Mayor Ted Carter, and representing the Coppin State University Development Foundation, Dr. Sadie Gregory. They will bring greetings in that order.
Good morning. And it is a beautiful day, and a beautiful day for a wonderful celebration. And I want to start by saying I am a big believer in Coppin State University, and I want to commend the entire Coppin State University extended family, including administrators, faculty, staff, students, and everybody who has brought us to this point. This university is not only a treasure in West Baltimore, it is an engine of opportunity throughout our state. To the entire higher education family who is here, thank you for what you do for students across Maryland every day. And I am so pleased to be joining all of you today to celebrate the investiture of the 8th president of this great university, Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins. Thank you all for bringing him to us. It's a great honor to represent Coppin State University in the United States Senate, and I also bring greetings from my colleagues, from Senator Cardin and from Congressman Mfume, Rupersberger, and Sarbanes. This university has been marked by an abiding belief in the power of education to open the doors of opportunity. And today we open a new chapter in that transformation. President Jenkins has already proven his dedication to advancing the great traditions here over the past year and a half. I said to the president that we had met just before the pandemic broke, and we can date that from the fact we were not wearing masks when we gathered in a room in the United States Capitol. But he wasted no time and has already taken steps to make sure that this university could weather the storm. In fact, that sense of adversity, I think, sharpened his determination even more to make quick changes and ensure that this university move forward, including widening its degree offerings, including new graduate programs in the sciences, expanding the renowned nursing program so more students can receive a Coppin education, and invested in fresh ways to train the entrepreneurs of the future. Mr. President, I can tell you that my colleagues in the federal delegation look forward to continuing to work with you. We work together with our colleagues to provide emergency assistance to Coppin State University, to other HBCUs, in fact, to the entire higher education community in the state of Maryland and around the country. And we are absolutely committed to supporting all of our HBCUs and all of our colleges and universities going forward, because simply returning to the pre-pandemic status quo is not sufficient. We need to move forward and tackle issues of social justice, racial equity, and build an economy that truly works for everybody. And Coppin State University is at the cutting edge of that effort. So congratulations. It's wonderful to be with you on this very happy occasion, and look forward to our continued partnership together. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Good morning. Well, I must say that it is truly an honor to be with you to celebrate Dr. Anthony Jenkins becoming the 8th president of Coppin State University. Upon first meeting President Jenkins, I was impressed by his passion for education and the particular focus in economic development, first-generation students, and African-American male initiatives in particular. And then more importantly, he's a fellow DC homeboy. And like your university's namesake, Fannie Jackson Coppin, President Jenkins was born in Washington, D.C. And like Ms. Coppin, Dr. Jenkins has a passion for education, and that passion and his interest in research, and you'll have to excuse the pun, it's just what the doctor ordered for Coppin. You know, Coppin was born out of a need to educate African Americans and has served as an anchor in this community for a century or more. In that time, the university, as well as the city of Baltimore and the state, have undergone monumental shifts. However, Coppin never lost its commitment to transform the lives of its students, who now, in 2021, come from all backgrounds. And Dr. Jenkins has that same commitment. I was just here on campus 2 weeks ago to mark the launch of the West North Avenue Development Authority, which the President Jenkins chairs. And Coppin is positioned as an important partner in the work to further uplift and develop the Penn North community as well as the rest of West Baltimore. People know and trust Coppin University as it pours into the community many resources, from jobs to affordable health care to events that bring neighbors to campus and involve them in campus life. So as we embark on this next chapter, I look forward to Coppin and President Jenkins being great partners, bringing a renaissance to West Baltimore as well as to this great city. So I want to congratulate Coppin State University for having President Jenkins here, and I look forward to seeing how he's able to leave his mark on this outstanding institution and the community that surrounds it. So at this time, I do want to present a governor's citation to commemorate this occasion. So Dr. Jenkins, I will take a moment and read it, if you don't mind. Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins, greetings. Be it known that on behalf of the citizens of this state, in recognition of a tribute to commemorate the occasion of your investiture as Coppin State University's 8th president, celebrating your vision, leadership, and advocacy to promote success and increase opportunities for all students, especially those from underrepresented communities, in honor of your distinguished service and contributions as a champion of public policy issues, and as our citizens join together in expressing our grateful appreciation for your commitment to higher education in Maryland, we're pleased to confer upon you this governor's citation, signed this day, Lawrence J. Hogan, Jr., Governor, myself, and the Secretary of State. Thank you, sir. Maybe we can step over.
Wow, what a tremendous day. What a beautiful day to see everyone here. Let's start with a round of applause for President Jenkins. That round of applause also applies to everybody in this auditorium. Just think what higher education has done in the last 18 months. 2 years ago, if you'd asked the professors, administrators, staff, or students, did you want to do everything online? The answer was simply no, maybe some things. 12% of students. Just think, Coppin State, 18 months ago, pivoted 100% of classes online. That's unbelievable. So I congratulate all the faculty, staff, and administrators for what you've been able to achieve. My first meeting with President Jenkins, I'm going to go ahead and use that term instead of almost President Jenkins. Was just a tremendous meeting. Immediately recognized the leadership qualities, the advocacy for student success, and the engagement that he was bringing to that meeting, as well as conversations about Coppin. He really delivers the twin sisters of leadership. The first is optimism. He is an optimist. He wakes every morning thinking, what am I going to get done today and how are we going to do it? And what he delivers is the twin sister of inspiration for his team. He builds that. That's what builds the team and cohesively brings it together. That's what you have on this campus now. It's unbelievable. A key skill that I saw also was listening skills. If you've had the initial meetings with him, he was very quiet. He listened, and then formulated, and then we moved forward. So I just can't say enough about the great hope that we have for this campus as it continues to change. a success and access to all the students. So with that, congratulations.
Good morning. Senator Antonio Hayes, and I'm glad to be here and celebrate this investiture of Dr. Jenkins. Met Dr. Jenkins, the moment I met Dr. Jenkins, I realized not only his passion for Coppin State University, but the community around it. And just as the Lieutenant Governor most recently said, we have embarked upon a journey to transform not just Coppin, but West Baltimore. Just last week, we had an announcement where Dr. Jenkins will be leading community development efforts all along West Baltimore and the West North Avenue Development Authority. West Baltimore, as many of you all may know that know Baltimore well, has a rich history in the African-American community, being a birthplace of many, including first African-American congressman from the state of Maryland. And Coppin holds a unique place in making sure that this community is able to realize the true glory. I'm so grateful and thankful I see a lot of, not just the Coppin family that's here today, but all of the presidents from the various universities, including 100% representation from the HBCU presidents here to celebrate Dr. Jenkins. And those mathematicians in the audience may get it, but I'm proud to represent 50% of Baltimore City's HBCUs here in the state of Maryland. So I'm looking forward with my colleagues in the legislature and the governor's office to make sure that we have a world-class education here in our state, and especially being on HBCU campus, making sure that we adequately fund our institutions of higher education, HBCUs, not just by lawsuits, but through a commitment to make sure that we're providing the future leaders here in our state. And so I'm so grateful, Dr. Jenkins, to be here and celebrating this opportunity, not just with Dr. Jenkins, but with the Coppin State University family and the community beyond these walls. Thank you all so much this morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Delegate Marlon Ampry. Great to see you this morning. So excited to be here today. It's a great day in that we are seeing not just the potential of Coppin and the West Baltimore region, as Senator Hayes said, we're seeing the promise. And I think Dr. Jenkins is the right man to lead us into that promise and to create a world where Coppin is not only going to be a major stakeholder here in this region, but I think it's going to be a national way in which we can guide how things look across this nation when it comes to how we invest in HBCUs and how HBCUs are used as a solution for many of the issues we face in this country. I first met Dr. Jenkins. I didn't have the opportunity to meet him in person first, as some of my colleagues previously said. We met via Zoom, like a lot of people have met over the past year and a half. But we had a conversation about some bills I was working on. And the thing that really sparked my excitement about working with Dr. Jenkins moving forward was that I couldn't even finish some of my sentences for my goals on how we were going to improve getting more black people into the behavioral mental health service industries. One of the bills I was working on, we were completing each other's sentences. We were trying to, it was like I was talking to someone who had my notes, and I was like, this brother is the real deal. We are headed in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to the continued partnership. I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen here at Coppin. Coppin is a special place in my heart. I'm a former educator. I was a math teacher and a social studies teacher. And when I taught in the city, I met a lot of Coppin graduates, and those were some of the best teachers I ever met. I would sit in their classrooms, I would take notes, figure out how I can incorporate those things into my lessons. And previously, one of my uncles, my uncle Joseph Ampry, previously taught here. And when I go out into the community and I meet people, they say, "Oh, when I was at Coppin, your uncle taught me." And there's all these layers of ways in which Coppin has impacted my life. So I'm so excited to be able to work with Dr. Jenkins and continue that work of ensuring that Coppin has that legacy where there's more stories 20, 30 years from now where we can say, hey, I met this individual at Coppin, or this person at Coppin changed my life. I'm so excited to work with you, Dr. Jenkins. I'm so excited that I have someone who sees the world the way I see it, and we're going to get a lot of things done for Coppin, and we look forward to partnering with you. We're going to get a lot of things done for our community and Maryland as a whole. So congratulations, and I'm happy to be working with you.
Good morning, Team Coppin. My name is Ted Carter. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Community and Economic Development for Mayor Brandon Scott, who could not be here this morning. He's coming out of COVID protocol, but sends his deepest, warmest greetings, congratulations, and best wishes for success, Mr. President. As a son and grandson of men who were chiseled by HBCUs, I could not think of a better way to spend my day today on the 6th month of my anniversary here in Baltimore. Dr. Jenkins, Coppin State has been an innovative institution in our community, improving the lives of students and residents alike. Since 1900, you've anchored Baltimore and West Baltimore, and you are now at the vanguard of our renaissance in achieving Black excellence. This university has been a trailblazer in community development and education, not just in Baltimore City, but across the country. Mayor Scott stands with Speaker Adrian Jones, Senator Charles Sidnor, and our delegation in the Maryland General Assembly in calling for an end to the funding discrimination faced by HBCUs across the state of Maryland. It's about time. Your advocacy in the social justice space is what is required at this moment in time in our country and in our city. We cannot fix racial and socioeconomic wealth gaps in our state without addressing the funding disparities faced by institutions of higher learning that serve our communities. Mayor Scott is committed to equity and will continue to stand by our state leaders to ensure that Coppin and our other HBCUs continue to do the great work that you are doing for our city. We look forward to partnering with you and serving and helping you achieve your vision of advancing entrepreneurship and minority business growth. The mayor was just here at Coppin the other week to announce the establishment of the North Avenue Development Authority that has been mentioned, which we are glad to be involved in alongside of Dr. Jenkins and Coppin State. This authority is tasked with developing a comprehensive neighborhood revitalization plan in partnership with our residents to support affordable housing, healthy neighborhoods, accessible transportation, and spur economic development across the entire West North Avenue corridor. The mayor and our entire administration, I see Commissioner Harrison here in the audience, is committed to your success and the success of this community and your terrific students. And I was coming in this morning, Mr. President, and everyone has talked about your energy, and it's always good to see when it starts across the university. So your director of transportation said, what are you thinking? Oh, the best we've had. I'm so excited. And that is infused throughout the morning. So you've already left your imprint on this great institution. We will work together to drive economic growth and build a more inclusive, educated, and empowered Baltimore City. And you've heard the word renaissance used in my remarks and earlier this morning, and that is what you are at the vanguard of, the renaissance of Baltimore City. So God bless, Godspeed. Go where others won't, do what others don't, Mr. President. We look forward to partnering with you.
Good morning. During the past several months, I've had an opportunity to watch Dr. Jenkins, Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins. He's walked the campus, he's engaged with students, with faculty, he's met with various campus stakeholders, he listens carefully and intensely, he follows up, but a few things that were very clear to me as I observed him and as I worked with him. And I'm going to explain it by sharing with you a statement that I made at a donor's reception yesterday evening. I said to Dr. Jenkins, this is your week, it's your celebration. And he corrected me. He said, it's not my celebration, it's our celebration. He said, this is about Coppin. And then I reflected on that because that's exactly what I've seen in him. It's about Coppin, especially students, especially student engagement and student success. He's met with faculty groups. He's made it clear that faculty research, faculty support, faculty engagement, extremely important. But the one piece that stood out is that he also talked a lot about community and the role that Coppin plays as an anchor in this community and his commitment to community support and service. So as a member of the Coppin State University Development Foundation, Dr. Jenkins, we are committed to providing the support, to supporting his vision, to supporting this institution, whether it's via scholarships, whether it's through support of academic programs, whether it's bringing corporate and business leaders to the campus and getting the campus in those communities. Our role and our commitment is to support moving this institution forward. And to you, Dr. Jenkins, you have our full commitment. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for taking your time from your busy schedule to be here with us today and to bring greetings. Coppin State University, as you've heard, is proud of its outstanding faculty, staff, and students. Today, representing those groups and bringing greetings are Faculty Senate President, Dr. Erica Covington, Adjunct Faculty President, Dr. Sunithia Green, Staff Senate President, Mrs. Yvonne Oliver, Student Government Association President, Mr. Justin Evans, and Alumni Association President, Ms. Letitia Maudry.
Good morning. Good morning to our campus leadership team, guests, family of Dr. Jenkins, and all of the faculty. Again, my name is Dr. Erica Covington, and it is with honor that I bring greetings on behalf of the faculty of this campus's Faculty Senate. As faculty, we are truly the mortar of this edifice, yet our support comes from the foundation in which our history has been laid. We are proud to have a leader in place who is open to scholarly discourse, constructive feedback, true shared governance, as well as a leader who will listen to our passionate pleas to improve the organizational processes and enhance our faculty development at our beloved Coppin. We stand steadfast with you as you embark upon integrating transformation and improvement at Coppin. May we, as the faculty, continue to be your voice of insight, arm of support that embraces your vision for our institution. Congratulations, and it is with honor to serve with you. Thank you.
Good morning. President Jenkins, Board of Regents, college and university presidents, special guests, and our Coppin community family. I am Dr. Sunithia Green, and I bring greetings on behalf of our Adjunct Faculty Association. I am truly honored today to lift up Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins as our 8th Coppin State University President. Today, we reaffirm our commitment to teaching, to excellence in teaching, scholarship, research, and community service. Bind us as we join our unique talents in spreading our wings and preparing to embrace, or as we embrace, the transformation of moving Coppin and charting a new direction for our future pathway. We ask that today we all stand united. We ask that we all commit to giving our best. And Dr. Jenkins, we fully affirm that going forward, Coppin State University will always be here to serve you. We thank the community for your support. We thank you for believing in our illustrious university. And we say to you, continue to stand with us as we always remain Coppin proud. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to echo, this is definitely an exciting day. Good morning, First Family. President Jenkins, on behalf of Staff Senate, I am honored to welcome you as the 8th President of Coppin State University. I know that the staff is just as excited as I am to work with you and to experience the transformation. In your short time here on campus, we have already seen your energy that you bring to Coppin, uplifting our students, engaging in the community, and supporting shared governance. We love it. Staff Senate is ready to work with you to fulfill your vision as you advance this university. Congratulations, and we wish you much success in your tenure as president. And again, we are ready to experience the transformation with you. Thank you.
Good morning. It is with great honor and humility that I hearken back the alum from the past and lend their voices as one with mine to welcome our 8th president, Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins. For over 120 years, Coppin has had an outstanding history of producing outstanding people with great talents to share. In that time, we have learned how important leadership, compassion, and vision is to this institution. People will follow a strong leader with a clear and precise vision for moving an institution forward and adapting his compassion for others around them. In addition, continued growth and success are based on a strong foundation that relies on spiritual and moral values that uplift, enhance, and provide direction to current and future achievements. Today, the CSU alumni will be watching, not to see how many followers you may have, but rather how many leaders you will create. When you came to Coppin, you inherited an army of ambassadors who will always be here to assist and provide counsel. Under your leadership, we will tell our own narrative. And in the end, how you affect change in the university, alumni, its student body, and all those within your sphere will shine a positive light on Coppin. May God bless and keep you and your lovely family. Thank you. Thank you all for your greetings and your commitment to Coppin State University. Thank you all again for being here. It is my pleasure to present a friend of Coppin, a supporter, and an associate professor at Berkeley College, and a former member of the group 3 More Tenors, Mr. Dwayne Moody, performing Here's to Life.
No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing chasing dreams and placing bets. But I have learned that the more you give, the more you get. So give it all you've got. I've had my share, I drank my fill. And even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down another road beyond the hill and do it all again. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. Funny how the time just flies, how love can go from warm hellos to sad goodbyes and leave you with the memories you've memorized to keep your winters warm. But there's no yes in yesterday, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in the game, I wanna play for laughs, for life, for love. So here's to life and every joy it brings. Here's to life for dreamers and their dreams. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you. May all your storms be weathered, and all that's good get better. Here's to life, here's to love, here's to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moody. Here's to life. Here's to life. We're so pleased that you could be here to celebrate with us today. It is most fitting that our president, Dr. Anthony L. Jenkins, be introduced by his lovely daughters. And so please welcome Ashley and Alicia Jenkins to the stage.
morning. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Alicia.
And it is an honor and a privilege to talk to you all today about someone who has had a major influence on our lives. How would you define success? Some may say it's the assets that they possess, or having a family, or those who say that the people that they can touch and inspire is the greatest form of success to them. And while I may have a while before I get there, I do know what a form of success can look like. Seeing my dad affect and change the lives of so many others, not only locally, but nationally and internationally, is such an honor to not only witness, but be a part of as well. Seeing someone who still has passion for what they do and how they affect others. To us, our dad is our biggest inspiration, and I'm so honored to introduce him today as the 8th president of Coppin State University.
Woo! Thank you, Ashley and Alicia. Thank you. And now it is time for that great moment, the investiture of the 8th president of Coppin State University. Ready? I'm ready. All right. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. J.A. Perman, Chancellor of the University System of Maryland, and Mrs. Linda Gooden, Chair of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents. Chancellor Perman.
Thank you, Provost Lewis. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of your fellow presidents who are here, and really the entire University System of Maryland family, I'm honored to be with you today as we formally install Dr. Anthony Jenkins as Coppin State University's 8th president. As we celebrate Dr. Jenkins, we also celebrate this university's namesake, Fannie Jackson Coppin, whose heroic work to assure higher education access for Black students animates your present-day mission. She helped make this inauguration possible, and yes, we owe her still a debt of gratitude. Coppin is a very special university for me. It sits in a community that's very special to me. When I was president of the University of Maryland, Baltimore, before assuming this role of chancellor, I had the great honor of working alongside the people of West Baltimore to ensure that UMB did its part to lift up the neighborhoods around it, that we engage the knowledge, experience, and perspectives of the people who knew the community best, our neighbors, that we applied our assets, influence, and expertise to secure our mutual advancement as community and university. And I see this same commitment, authentic, deeply felt, in Coppin State and in President Jenkins, and I am grateful for it. Dr. Jenkins assumed the presidency of Coppin at an admittedly difficult time.
At the height of the pandemic, he came to campus, just as students, faculty, and staff were forced to leave it. That he has built community and connection at Coppin, despite the pandemic, despite remote instruction, despite all the things that have conspired to pull us apart. It says something powerful about his priorities and his character. And we all know that the pandemic is only one challenge the Coppin community has confronted. The day before Dr. Jenkins became your 8th president, George Floyd was murdered in Minneapolis. His death inspired a reckoning on race in America, and that reckoning hasn't abated, as some thought it would, as some hoped it would. The cries for justice have grown only louder. The calls for equity and opportunity hopefully have drowned out the voices of those who are happy with the status quo. That's the work that Dr. Jenkins and Coppin must continue to take up. That's the work of change, meaningful and measurable change. But it's not on you alone to achieve it. It's not on you alone to prove that Black Lives Matter. It's on me, it's on all of us in positions of leadership and influence. As we've heard from many of our speakers today, HBCUs are having a special moment right now. But it can't be just a moment. Historically Black institutions must be supported and celebrated as they surely deserve. They must be given what they need to educate the next generation of Black thinkers and innovators and leaders, the next generation of Black excellence. And that's my commitment to you, Mr. President, as Chancellor. And in return, I ask some things of you. President Jenkins, I hereby charge you to hold this institution in the highest regard, to strengthen its academic programs, especially in areas of great need in our state and our nation, and to advocate for the students who have placed their faith in this institution. Mr. President, I charge you to value the contributions of the students, faculty, staff, alumni, and every member of the Coppin community, recognizing that the university's future is dependent on the very people who have long made Coppin so great. I charge you to be a force of unity, bringing all of Coppin's people together in a common mission of learning and leadership. I charge you to sustain Coppin's central role in the social, cultural, and intellectual life of Baltimore, reaching deep into the community around you. And lastly, I charge you to meet and master the very challenges you have already articulated, making Coppin an exemplar of HBCUs nationwide, an exemplar of public urban higher education, honoring the traditions of your past and the wide open possibilities of your future. None of these charges are easily fulfilled. You're going to have success, you're going to have setbacks. But through it all, I'm confident that you will persevere. And through it all, the University System of Maryland will be by your side. I will be by your side. On behalf of the entire University System of Maryland, I offer you my heartfelt congratulations. And now I invite Chair of our Board of Regents, Linda Gooden, to conduct the formal investiture.
And now the official part of the program. Thank you, Chancellor Perman. It's my pleasure and privilege to confer Coppin State University's highest office upon Dr. Anthony Jenkins. Today, he will receive a symbol of his new office, the President's Medallion. The medallion's weight is heavy. It's a reminder of the responsibilities that must be willingly carried by all who occupy positions of leadership. And the design on its face is a reproduction of the university seal. It is a representation of the large community that he serves. Dr. Jenkins, please come forward. You're a little bit taller than me. Anthony Jenkins, you have been duly selected to serve as the president of Coppin State University. As the chair of the University System of Maryland Board of Regents, it is my pleasure to install you in that office with all of its requisite rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you Dr. Anthony Jenkins.
Good morning. Just wanted to take a moment and try and comprehend all of this. You know, it's great to see all of you all here today. I'm honored that you have taken time out of your busy lives to come and celebrate Coppin State University. Feeling so much gratitude, I think it's only appropriate that I start by saying thank you. I want to thank the Board of Regents Chair, Linda Gooden, thank you. USM Chancellor Jay Perman, thank you for your kind words and your support, and I look forward to us moving Coppin forward. I would also like to thank all of our distinguished guests and the platform party for being here. Thank you all very much. I want to thank my fellow USM presidents and chancellors who are here, representing our sister schools and the USM system. So thank you all for showing up, and your support means a lot. I also want to thank my fellow presidents and chancellors who have traveled from across the nation to be here. My chancellor from North Carolina Central University is with me today, and I'm honored that my alma mater would come and stand with me as we know how eagles soar. I want to thank our faculty, staff, students, alumni, as well as the President's Cabinet. Thank you all very much. I also want to give a special thanks to the Presidential Inauguration Planning Committee and the Division of Student Affairs, because this past week has been an amazing celebration of our remarkable university, and you all have done an incredible job, so thank you very much. I want to acknowledge and thank my family and friends who have come out in force and in strength. Thank you for being here. It really means everything to me. And in honor of our history, Coppin State University history, I would like to acknowledge our past presidents for their thoughtful stewardship and leadership of this great institution over the years, and I am honored to have one of them with me today, President Mort Newville. Please stand, Mort. You know, as I glance back over my life, I stand here today because of so many amazing people. Mentors like Dr. Phyllis Gray, Dr. Leroy Durant, the late Dr. H. Bruce Pierce, and the late Patricia Leonard. They pushed me. They encouraged me to find my potential. They helped me see something in me that I did not see at the time. And I'm grateful for all they have done to help me along my journey. But let me be clear. No one person is more responsible for my being here than my mother. Naomi Jenkins. Look at her. Stand up, Mama. Stand up. Thank you for the sacrifices that you made. You showed your children, all four of us, strength, gentleness, the power of self-love and dignity. And you did that as a single mom. You have always been a constant source of encouragement and the example that I look up to. And I thank you and I love you. I also want to acknowledge my siblings, my sister Veronica, who's here with me, my three brothers, Earl, Christopher, and Bernard. Bernard's not really my biological brother, he's my brother-in-law, and my sister found him 30 years ago. She took him home, fed him. He's still here. The bond we have is unbreakable. We have our own secret society, and I'm grateful to have you all in my life. And my beating you and everything we've ever done has made me a better person. So thank you. Thank you very much. I must also thank my wife, Twanette. Our journey began 27 years ago as undergrads in college, and I'm blessed to have maintained your love and support. And anything I accomplished and everything I've done wouldn't mean anything if you were not by my side. I love you. All right? And my girls, they wouldn't let me hear what they were going to say, right? They said, no, Dad, we wanted it to be a surprise. My girls. Man has not created words, and there is not enough love in the universe to express what you mean to me. You are everything to me. Everything. All right? I also want to take an opportunity to thank and acknowledge my in-laws, Mr. Tommy Ratliff and Miss Brenda Ratliff. Stand up. Stand up, Tommy. Thank you. And I got to give a special shout out to two people who couldn't be here with me today, and that is Jazz and Brandon. All right. Over the next few minutes, I want to spend some time talking about the commitment that we're going to make to Coppin State University and our community. You know, founded in 1900, Coppin State University has stood as a beacon of transformation for over 121 years. Through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and the era of Jim Crow, she has remained steadfast and faithfully educating the citizens of Baltimore and the state of Maryland, as well as those from around the world. The history of Coppin State University is rich, and the contributions of her graduates are countless. What began as a 1-year preparatory program for teachers of color in a small basement over on Pennsylvania Avenue has evolved into a highly respected urban comprehensive university. We award degrees at the bachelor, master, and doctoral levels and are recognized nationally for our academic programs in business, healthcare, social work, criminal justice, psychology, teacher education, and the STEM. Our safe and beautiful campus serves as a backdrop to the students who come to us from across the state of Maryland, 30 different states and 14 international countries to include my hometown, the District of Columbia. Coppin lends itself to their ability to learn, live, and grow. It is for these reasons and many more that I approach today's installation with a sincere sense of both honor and humility. As a lifelong educator, I deeply appreciate and I am grateful for the opportunity to lead this wonderful university and to help write its next chapter of excellence. Over the past several decades, few industries have been criticized and scrutinized like higher education. And the current environment has presented even more challenging opportunities. That is why now is the time to reimagine our beloved Coppin. Upon my arrival, I began using the statement, "Experience the transformation." I did so because it signifies the extraordinary metamorphosis taking place at Coppin State University and its impact on everyone who engages with this university. Moreover, I believe that this phrase reflects at its core the essence of our commitment and ability to move people from one place to a greater place of self-accomplishment. As we work to build an even greater Coppin State University, we will do so by innovating our teaching and our business models. We will work to improve the work life and student experience on campus and identify new ways to leverage our research and technology to advance our cause. We must continue assessing everything we do, how and why we do it. Together, we must establish a culture where the exchange of ideas, campus-wide engagement, scholarship, and service drives our pursuit of excellence across every corner of the university. I will challenge us and encourage us to empower one another and urge that we practice sound leadership every day. I believe that my position as president is one of service, but I also know that I have a great responsibility of authority. But let me be clear. I recognize that leadership does not reside only in the office of the president. Thus, it resides in the professional staff, the counselors, and the advisors who are helping students and working with them to reach their goals and their greatest potentials. It is in the coaches to make sure that our students are not just great on the field of competition, but they are also great in the classroom and in our faculty, who transform the lives of our students and teach them and push them beyond their intellectual expectations. And as we work to reimagine Coppin State University, it will be the faculty, the staff, the students, and alumni who help us define the type of university we want to be and will become. And that is why this fall we will embark on our new comprehensive strategic plan, one that measures and moves us towards progress to becoming a national leader in urban higher education that transform the lives of students from all backgrounds. See, our plan will outline efforts to invest in the development of our faculty and staff, expand our academic portfolio, increase our translational research, build stronger donor bases, and grow our campus community at the undergraduate and graduate levels, all while working to increase the number of degrees we award annually. We will work harder to expand access and opportunity to more deserving students. See, because I believe it is important that we focus on a more quality, affordable education for all students, but especially low-income students. See, we at Coppin, we take great pride in the fact that we educate the highest percentage of Pell-eligible students than any four-year university in the state of Maryland. For if we neglect these students, what does it mean for their futures? But also, what does it say about our system of higher education? See, understand that if we are going to change the circumstances of the human condition in our state and nation, it is those individuals who are trapped in the lowest socioeconomic quartile that we must lift. See, at Coppin, our efforts will be driven to help students based on quality education, based on their potential, their intellectual curiosity, and their determination, not their standardized test scores, their SAT scores, their ACT scores, their zip codes, or their household incomes. We will focus on a quality-centered education that challenges our students to never confuse the understanding that earning their degree does not make them educated. See, earning a degree and being educated are two importantly different things. Here at Coppin, we will challenge our students to understand that their degree is just a piece of paper. Yet, their education from Coppin State University is about behavior. Behavior that elevates them to be the best of us in this world. Behavior that distinguishes them from others and illustrates that they value, respect, and act upon the expectation of being a leader. We will reinforce the expectation that leadership comes at all levels, from all those who are prepared to make a difference and who are willing to accept the responsibility for making change happen. Such expectations are profoundly important, as I believe that we are at a pivotal time in both our university and nation's history. The events of the last 19 months have ripped off our nation's veil to expose the ugly reality of our country. And as our nation struggles to find direction during these difficult moments, I believe higher education, and especially Coppin State University, must play a greater role in helping develop innovative solutions. because I believe that higher education leaders can ill afford to stay on the sidelines and simply be consumed and concerned with only our campuses. As an anchor university, Coppin State University embraces its commitment to connect our students, faculty, and staff with the community. And we will expand the use of our resources, partnerships, expertise, and research to change the trajectory of not only our institution, but the community around us. Because simply put, a stronger Coppin State University means a stronger West Baltimore. And a stronger West Baltimore means a stronger Coppin State University. The drive down North Avenue to reach our beautiful campus is a stark reminder that systemic racism and inequality is still an unresolved threat in our nation. See, far too many black and brown people live in communities with limited opportunities. And while there are numerous reasons for the collapse of a once thriving West Baltimore community, I am honored that Coppin State University will play a meaningful role in its renaissance. And thanks to Maryland Senator Antonio Hayes and Delegate Marlon Ampry, the Maryland General Assembly passed legislation to establish a West North Avenue Baltimore Authority, charged with creating a comprehensive revitalization plan for West Baltimore, and Coppin State University was tapped to lead that revitalization, thus making us the first HBCU in the state of Maryland to have such a responsibility. Alongside residents and community leaders and business leaders, we will work to construct a social ecosystem that transforms the socioeconomic trajectory of generations. In part, we will continue to extend our outreach and develop stronger partnerships to maximize both our value and our impact. As the state's only HBCU with a community health center, we will understand and embrace our responsibility that our success does not lie just here at Coppin. We must seize the opportunity to transform our community. That is why we will explore new ways to expand our medical and pharmacy services, to reach more students here on campus and improve more lives throughout our community. Through our Center of Nanotechnology, we will continue our research in efforts to advance new ways of enhancing the quality of life around us. We will focus on clean energy, solar energy, and developing better imagery technology to support earlier detection of cardiovascular disease. Our Center for Strategic Entrepreneurship, which will be housed in our new College of Business, will collaborate across campus and beyond and expand support for startups and small businesses right here in our community and across Baltimore. We will also employ the expertise of our nationally ranked social work, psychology, criminal justice, and teacher education programs to make a difference. See, these efforts will provide our students experiential learning opportunities that will shape and foster a greater holistic college experience as a better preparation for them as they leave Coppin and go out and change the world. During my presidency, we will honor and celebrate the excellence and the contributions of our faculty, staff, students, and alumni, be it across scholarship, research, academic achievement, civic engagement, or sports. As we look to the future, Coppin will do so with unwavering confidence and a bold attitude of belief, knowing that our pace will be brisk and our trajectory will be north. See, I believe strongly in this university, in our mission, our faculty, our staff, our students, and our alumni, as well as our ability to transform lives. Our university is stronger when we trust and support one another, and we are weaker when we don't. We are at our best when we offer ourselves, our service, our energy, and our commitment to sustaining and supporting our university. And that is why I am challenging us to make sure that we respect the free exchange of ideas, that we continue to support shared governance, and that we collectively do everything we can every day to move Coppin State University forward. I am confident that our best days are ahead. I believe this because I have witnessed unprecedented momentum, and I am seeing a resurgence of energy in Coppin State across campus and beyond. So as I close, the collective Coppin family is an amazing group of dedicated people. Eagle Nation, friends, a brighter future for Coppin State University is ours to create. Let's together come and get it done. And I am challenging all of us to lean in and experience the transformation. Thank you for a wonderful investiture. I'm honored that you have come, and let's continue to celebrate Coppin State University. Thank you very much.
That's our Coppin right there. Let's give Dr. Jenkins another round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Jenkins, for choosing Coppin. It's been a great day. It is a great day. It's a great future. I ask you to stand for the singing of Coppin's alma mater and to remain standing until the conclusion of the benediction. The words of the alma mater are on page 10 in your program.
Hail to thee, Coppin, our alma mater true. Praise our song to thee with hearts anew. Thy name has been our pride, thy light has been our guide, leading us ever on through all the years. Hail to thee, Coppin, our alma mater true. Emblem of light and love, our gold and blue. Here at thy shrine we bow, gladly to make our vow, that we shall always stand loyal to thee.
Let us prepare to be dismissed. God, we ask that you would seal the experience. Keep the flames of inspiration lit. Let it resonate in the days and weeks and years to come. Now unto the one who is able to keep us, protect us, guide us, to the creator of us all, be glory, honor, dominion, and power. We have come to celebrate, but now we leave to serve. And all who love Coppin say amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated for the academic recessional. Again, I want to express my sincere appreciation and thanks to all of you who have joined us today to celebrate the beginning of a new chapter in the history of our beloved Coppin State University. Thank you.